welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today I thought I'd talk about my favorite flutists, or flautists as some prefer. If you're someone who is just starting out on the flute, you might think, oh, peep the dog in the back. If you're someone who's just starting out on flute, you might honestly think that all great flute playing just sounds good, and that is very true, but once you start getting more advanced, you can start telling the differences between the sounds of different flutists. You can think about their musicality, and some flutists prefer to play in certain styles and certain genres. So today I thought I would talk about some of my personal favorites, and y'all can comment who your favorites are. Now, this is totally subjective, and this is not to say that there aren't amazing flutists out there who are amazing and I haven't even heard of before, right? But I wanted to start with my first favorite flutist, and that is Marina Piccinini. I first discovered her accidentally on Spotify. I was looking for recordings of Bach sonatas, and I just clicked on one, and it was her playing, I think it was the E-flat major Bach sonata. And I literally fell in love. I was like, who is this person? What is this sound? It was so luscious and buttery and smooth. And I was like, wow, this is my sound idol. And so then I went on a little spiral and I started listening to, she has some recording with her husband, who's a pianist, on Spotify as well, and they played the Prokofiev sonata together and the Franck sonata, which I soon will be performing as well. So let's take a listen to some of her music. I couldn't find my AirPods, so we get to have these bad boys on today. Something that I love about her Bach sonatas is that she recorded it with guitar, which is not totally standard. It's usually with the harpsichord traditionally, and I think it just sounds so nice. This is movement 2 of her E-flat major sonata. So delicate, kind of smoky. It almost sounds like a harp in the background. You can still feel like there's a lot of core in the sound. Ooh, a little ornament there too. So beautiful. Yeah, I just think she plays so musically and I love her sound, so that is why she's one of my favorites. Another one of my absolute favorite flutists is Emanuel Pahud. He is a German flutist, and I remember first learning about him actually when I first started learning flute, which shows that I'm not that old. And I think he just plays so tastefully, so in the style of the music that he's playing, in the classical style. I love his interpretation of Mozart in G, which we all know, and I've made a couple videos on as well. I think his musicality is great. I think, his technique is great. I feel like all of these flutists have great technique, but there's just something about their playing style that I really love. So without further ado, Emanuel Pahud. I've also heard he's a really nice person. I feel like this YouTube video of his Mozart is iconic in the flute world. But also a little bit of trauma to hear this concerto. Alright, here we go. That intro is pretty lengthy, I will say. You look so young here. Oh, those meaty low Ds, we love it. Nice slight color change. Remember when I learned this for graduate school auditions, I used his cadenza in the first movement because I just thought it was so awesome how he went into minor and everything. The hours of practice that go into those thirds to make sure they're even. I love also how he phrases things. It's like very intentional. He is a legend, one of my favorite flutists of all time. Both of these flutists I've actually never met in person, but that is one of my life's missions. I would love to play for one of them at some point. I almost took an online class with Marina, but that hadn't panned out, so we will see. She did follow me on TikTok a couple months ago, and I was literally screaming because I was so excited. So anyways, so that was Emmanuel Fahoud. Let's talk about our next favorite flutist. My next favorite flutist is Lizzo. No, just kidding. Another flutist that I really enjoy is Jasmine Choi, and she's actually one who has lately been a lot on social media, on YouTube as well, and I just really enjoy like her playing, her outlook on music. I love that she's made all these arrangements for the violin concertos. She's played the Mendelssohn. She arranged the Paganini caprices. And she's one who I actually have met. I actually have a YouTube video of how I met her. And she's like super kind. She actually responds if you message her on Instagram. And she's like very down to earth. She does like pop arrangements sometimes. She travels the world. Like, this woman is very inspiring to me as a flutist. So let's check out some of her playing. And I'm gonna choose a non-classical video. I love the movie La La Land because I can kind of relate to it as a musician. And I saw that she had an arrangement of that she performed. So we're gonna watch it. Oh, I love it so much. And I love jazz flute too. Okay, now I low-key want to find this arrangement. Whoa. Okay, I didn't know she improvised. Okay. Another thing I love, like musicians who are multifaceted, who can play in different genres. Ooh, okay, piano. This is a cute vibe too, like the little dark, like cafe kind of vibe, jazz club. Wow, I think all of those flutists are amazing. There's also so many more. Put in the comments who your personal favorites are, and let's keep learning about more musicians. If you enjoyed this video, please make sure you subscribe for more.